imagine it's a big football player. Name your favorite football player. Mean Joe. Well, that's a bit in the past. That's all right.
Okay.
And who's a big linebacker?
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman is coming after us right now. Well, I'll be the Raptor. I'll be the Raptor. Just so you hold it out. And he goes, wham! That's the idea. After he lands, I need him to scramble on his hands and knees and run out to that car over there.
1, 2, 3, action!
Yeah, so why don't you go ahead and come around.
He's got to look right for the first one.
Go ahead and move around where you were yesterday.
Mr. Bloom, she's old. We're never too old to play. When I rest, I rust. Is this your first time in an old age home, Mr. Bloom?
No, actually, Mr. Conroy, I've been in 6 or 8 of them. Tell me.
So I love that. Right into the close-up from that. Tell me,
Mr.
wang,
Dempsey,
like that. That's terrific.
if you could go out there
right
and play
here.
tonight with those children, what would you want to play? Lay it on me, honey.
Okay, that's the shot. About 20 millimeter. Yeah, maybe you can cheat around this way a little bit more.
yes, yes.
Bend down once again. I want to get two. Yeah, better over here for 2 eyes, Alan.
Okay.
Like so.
Move the camera in.
Okay. Let's just 2 eyes on scat.
There you go, man.
Right here. Okay.
I FO'd as soon as I said that line, that last line of mine.
What line? What was it?
Is
Are
this
you
your
thinking
first
about
time?
yesterday?
Is this your first time in an old age home, Mr. Bloom?
No, actually, Mr. Conroy, I've been in 6 or 8 of them.
Get some hot
And
light.
I got off.
Tell me, Mrs. Dempsey.
That's fine.
Okay, your looks will always be camera.
I went off. It didn't
Always
work.
camera.
I'm reading the dialogue today.
Excuse me.
No. Oh, it's okay.
Okay, good.
Chris,
Yeah, we hold Billy too there. Okay, Bill, come
ladies
on
and gentlemen,
around.
please hold it quiet.
Mr. Bloom, she is old.
We're never too old to play. When I rest,
Just cheat
I
right around.
rust.
Is this your first time?
No, not profile.
Over.
Over, yeah. A little closer, Bill, to scat. Great, right there. Okay.
Is this your first time in an old age home? Mr. Bloom?
No, actually, Mr. Conroy, I've been in 6 or 8 of them. Tell, camera left.
Yeah, camera left.
Tell me, Mrs. Dempsey, if you could go out there and play with those
Let
children
me make
tonight,
a little move into scat here. A little move to
What
scat.
would you
but they
want
don't
to
cut with the other
play?
knee. A little closer to the lens.
if you could
Right here, Scott.
if you could
Right
pop
there, yeah.
out, if you could pop out
Okay.
there,
And make it a little slower, Ben, on your way in.
if you could pop
That's the
out
shot.
there
All right.
and play with those.
Does that work perfectly, Mrs. Dempsey? Okay. Second team. Thank you, Scott.
If you step in, you push him back, and then you hit. Do it again. You push him back.
No, that's the only copy.
Yeah. Like that, exactly. So I get to see right here you blocking them with the bike. So come forward now. Come forward, yeah. I got you moving. And now you can see the bike. That's okay, no problem. From the beginning and action.
In the case of the United States of America versus Rudolph Abel, as to the first count of the indictment, how do you find the defendant?
Adam, just bring that gentleman to the service where you are. More right there. I want to see the badge. Martin, bring him in more to right there. What's the badge? Yeah, right there. Bring him on to the middle. Where are they? We have a seat. We have how you met. And I saw him at age 8. I couldn't afford 16. I'd have to buy a watch.
Josh, yeah.
All this found it. The house would be back that way. And then it's like, bang, bang. And then she's back. And I think maybe you go right into the house.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
I think you're okay. You just go right into the house. Mark. Now bring it straight closer to you. Bring it straight in, a little higher. Start higher. There we go. Let's just start right there already. And don't be polite. If there's a dinner table, just sort of tell them. Okay. Look at the. Matter of fact, that should be a continuous flow. Once you see he's got two spoons, you get, no matter where, don't look for an opening to get the right in.
Just say it.
Just say it. To make you see it, just say it and overlap that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we go, ready?
Listen to yourself, you're trying the case already. You said you were just thinking about it.
I am just thinking about it very hard. Every person deserves a defense, don't they? Every person
Jim, what
matters.
do we deserve? Do you know how everyone's gonna look at us? The family of a man trying to free a traitor.
It's not a traitor.
Yes. Roger, get that. He's not a traitor.
Well,
He's about the most unpopular man in this country, and you want to take second place.
Yeah, I'm third.
Oh, Carol, you just dated the wrong guy. Mary, don't make a disagreement. Well, we're not disagreeing. You're against the guy. I'm for the guy. I'm not for the Russians spying on us. I'm for his right to have a defense in a court of law.
Good. That's better for the lamp. Make the lamp sit straight. So we just like, that's my see, he's small.
He must always good to me.
James B. Donovan. And defending Rudolph.
Yeah, we'll go right down to the card.
Great.
Got it?
So, do you think?
Face to card. It's great for this, and it's great to have contact with the scene. Then maybe we can just cut to the. Yes. See, if you catch his eye, you can just. Yeah. And he still goes, Well, here, one here, wide, and then a single 1K. Okay? Sounds great.
Travis.
Instead of going this slow to here, he's going to go this slow to here, but then he's going to go a little faster to reveal himself. Okay?
We can get us in height.
And let me see, can you go this way?
You want to put second?
Get those arts.
Oh, they just threw in a paragraph for you.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can only best the years of this. I think you the bankers of the Ozark. A little bit this way. And we just make a little bit move around like this until he notices that. Sort of drip. Gary, go a little closer to Bob. Let's have him sit up. No, okay, fine. Move the hook. Well, go the other side. Okay, get ready. I'll tell you when. Ready, and key. Action.
Dr. Jones, what you look at?
A little more concerned, Key, because you don't know what he's doing up there. It's a mystery. Look a little bit higher because you can't quite see him. Good. What's he doing? What's Jones doing? Now slowly, like you're scared. Slowly back up. Very slowly. Very slowly. And cut. Great, Key. Lovely. Oh, my God. Great. Hey, buddy, come here. I can build the dolly track this way so I can make a direct, with a 55 macro, make a direct push in into armrush for all this, and we can eventually get to about here with all this in the background.
Straight angle.
Should be a straight angle into armrush. Let me just make a little. Don't look at me though. Look right off camera. Yeah. Mark. Scary. Here's what needs to happen now. She stands up into the shot, and the match is already lit. So your light's already on. She's front lit her, however you're going to do it with your lamp. She sees the bugs all over, and she does a little freak out. Yeah, a little freak out.
Oh, I broke a nail.
And then after the looks, and she sees the bugs in herself, it's immediately. Exactly.
you know, typical of a Lucas Spielberg movie. A lot of pointless screaming and nonsense. And then this is where Indy is. So she's got to turn, and she turns to the rock, which we have to secure because this rock's supposed to weigh 1,000 pounds. And she starts beating on the rock and screaming, "Let me in!" And the comedy there is we cut to Indian short round. The room is compressing them, and they're screaming, short round is screaming, "Let me out!"
Right.
And I intercut you going, "Let me in! Let me in!" Cut to short round, "Let me out! Let me out!"
So while the bugs are on me,
Yeah.
I'm going, "Let me in!" Like that.
It's almost, I tell you, since you have the thing in your hand,
Yeah.
if you're, it's almost like, you do with your feet, can you kick?
Let me in!
Yeah, now, are we gonna be able to secure this thing? We will. God, let me, it's almost bounce them off, Willie, actually. Dance them off your body.
Let me in!
Right, exactly. Great, I love that. Start your move in when I say go. We'll start the piano now.
All right, music. Umbrella's turning. Umbrella closes. Boom.
Right. Great. Okay, now the idea is you're going to start a slow move and you're going to accelerate it by the powers of 10.
Right. When the girls run in and they start to dance, can you be head to toe in them so you see the feet?
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, even better, have them come in again. I'm going to be right down to the ground just to see their legs come in, and then we're going to move up like that. So let's do that again. Colin,
once again, girls,
go down
same
to the
thing,
ground. To always see are their gams. Let's see what that looks like. Umbrella, and close it.
Music.
All I need for this shot is Indy waking up from being tossed into the mine car. Keith falls down. We pan up to Indy. Just as the car starts to leave, Indy comes up to look around to see what day it is and then drop back down again.
All I do is come up like this, grab like this, and then take a rubber rock.
Right.
And boom!
That's great, because here's what Pat will be doing. Pat will just be walking up the track, stalking you like this, and starting to get on. You see, that way...
I just go...
Yeah, great. Harrison's ideas are really good, and I'll listen to his idea, and he might have a way of doing something, and it might give me an idea, and I might redouble his idea and think of an even better way to do something, and then Harrison might even top that with another way to do something.
Once we get him halfway in the thing, I think it would be great if I'm coming back like this. He's in now, right? I hit him with the thing. I'm gathering myself. I come back like this. Let me go, boom. Then he takes me very deliberately like this, something like this, and he's about to hit me. When the kid sticks the thing in, then it's quite clear there's not anything that he did.
Exactly.
I just go like this, and he's left looking at me.
That's really neat. I like that a lot. The only alternative is to explore one more idea. Yeah. The idea is when Pat comes in, you hit him with a rock.
Yeah.
And he gets a little groggy like you were. And then you start really working on him, and the audience, because the audience, I think, you've been lunched so bad by the car, if you start working on him and he starts going down on the car, you're up and you're hitting him, and winning on the, just as you're about to hit him with the fourth time, the kid sticks a knife in the back and stops you. And Pat rallies just in time to see your, disadvantage. How fast are you going? About 5 miles an hour?
Maybe a little bit faster, but
what's maximum?
About 15.
Yeah, I just think for safety, I'm gonna have to undercrank most of this. I don't think you'll ever notice that we're going 18 frames a second. But the best angles for speed will be the side angles, because that way you can go 8 miles an hour in this direction, and it'll look like you're going 50 miles an hour because this is so close it strobes right by your peripheral vision.
It was shot on 3 different continents. We started it in Sri Lanka, continued it in England, and finished it in America, shooting in 3 different states. The way we kept it all together was by using the storyboards which Stephen had prepared before we started shooting.
And then snapping. Reactions, model ram, girl is stopped, he stopped. Model ram goes out onto the bridge, pushes her out. This isn't a full day's work, by the way. This is a morning right here.
Yeah, you're going to see Harris in the middle and the two groups coming towards him. But it's a good shot because if the feet come in, he makes a counterclockwise pirouette. We go around him until we're over his shoulder onto the guys entering the bridge.
Okay, we're ready over here. Where should we start?
Stand by.
Where do you want the dog mark for us?
Let me see the knife. Now, when I say knife, bring the knife up. Have it down at your chest. And I'll say knife. Good, lower, lower. Knife. Good, that's it.
Stand by.
Don't run, no, it'll shake the camera too much. Now, is this where these guys are supposed to be? That close to you to begin with?
No.
Well, let's start these guys behind you farther back. Go on back, fellas. Right there, guys. All right, here we go.
House quiet. Here we go.
Okay. All right, and action. Knife.
Cutting of the rope bridge was a one-shot deal. It was one take, and that was it. If we didn't get it right the first time, we'd have to start all over again from scratch. So I placed numerous cameras in the river gorge, so I was sure that I had all the best angles covered. Well, so far, let's review the cameras. We've got Area with a 40. We've got the Panastar going about 48 frames a second up there with maybe a 50.
Right.
We got Garrett with the Steadicam up there, and that'll probably be a 75. So that's 1, 2, 3 cameras.
We got one.
One down there is 4.
Shot is 4.
This division on the bridge is 5.
5.
The bullet, when the gun hits, the bullet ricochets. Maybe hits this, goes right through, hits the metal, big spark. Maybe goes right through her legs, hits the metal with a big spark, and then everybody just kind of ducks. And that gives him the moment.
We actually came on to Indiana Jones as some of the first people involved. Steven would sit down with us and he'd say, I've got an Area 51 environment, and I want this to be in South Nevada, and I've got a diner, and I've got these characters. I've got Mutt, Mac, Oxley, obviously Indy and Marion, and here are the bad guys, here are the good guys. But it was funny because even though we knew a lot about what was going on, I never really had access to the script or any grand plan until much later in the process. So it sort of unfolded in front of us, you know, as sort of this mystical thing.
And now we have to see it unrolling, though. He's got to fall out of frame. We've got to see the thing unrolling.
Steven almost knows exactly what he wants right from the beginning and just tells you what it is.
Look, bam.
Bam, that's good. And I'll tell you something else I would do. I'd carry them in. I would pan them in. Instead of just holding on this, I'd pan them in, because remember, they're running.
Yeah.
They're running, so just take them down one of those aisles and just pan them into this frame.
Steven would draw things for us, and Steven's drawings are very rudimentary, but the amazing part is that they all work. He'll sit down and he'll sketch out just a little 1-minute drawing about a shot, put a frame around it, and that's your framing, and then he'll do A, B, and C positions. And you go into Maya and do the 3D world, and it works. I mean, the lens works, the framing works, the timing works, everything works.
And then we cut in and he catches her.
Oh, okay.
And then we have dialogue like old times. He looks at her and smiles, says like old times.
And then to have that transcribe into an actual 3D working shot is pretty incredible. And that's basically how the process works.
But you know, we don't have the geography of how this happened. So just have him stand up and get ready to, you know, time his jump.
Steven is definitely the focal point for the entire production. And through him, not only is our work important for Steven to help him flesh out his ideas, but then that work gets distilled and brought into all the different departments that cascade down from him. And they have this foundation and this start from which to, you know, begin the process.
Mark! Kind of like you're really casual about it. You're not just very casual, just kicking it. Yeah, like that. Great, great. It's defiant. And then, yeah, maybe. Good, good. Then you just turn and walk away. Okay, yeah, just get the camera right in here. See if we can get Richard right in here. Richard, you might have to, yeah. There we go. Yes, sir.
being an actor and a director, he knows to move that much farther to that side. Over here, pull up.
Forward. Action on the beat.
You're gonna like this grandfather. It's a mosquito trapped in amber. That's how they got the dinosaurs. See, it's a real mosquito.
Is that a real mosquito?
Uh-huh. A big one. Big.
And how'd they get it to stay there? Just stick there?
Well, because when sap came off a tree and trapped the mosquito, about 50 million years later, the sap got hard. Actually, it gets hard before 50 million years, and it entombs the mosquito. So the mosquito,
How did you make this one?
Well, we waited for 50 million years. We've been in pre-production for 50 million years on this movie. Sort of kind of back here. I want to look for the as the two cars come up, you know? Right. As they're coming up, we're just coming around.
These will be your transports for the afternoon. No drivers? No drivers. But they're electric. They run on this track in the middle of the roadway here. Totally non-polluting, top of the line. Spared no expense.
I'll tell you what, it's almost like you're right here and Grant's right here, and it's like we're on you know, I'll ride with Dr. Sattler.
I'm gonna ride with Dr. Sattler.
And if you go off that way, Grant, you know, takes a few steps to get into the same car, and Timmy steps right in his way and stops him. Without putting, yeah, exactly. You can hold the book up to him as pictures. I read your book.
I read your book.
Oh, yeah? That's great.
You know when dinosaurs turned into birds and that's where they all went?
Well, a few species may have evolved along those lines.
You start pushing in.
They sure don't look like birds to me. I heard that there was this meteor.
At that point, you say, which car do you want to go into? Which car are you going to be?
So I have to say my line
Yeah,
first.
yeah. Finish your line right here.
I heard that there was this meteor hit the Earth someplace down in Mexico and made this big crater.
Listen,
Tim,
which car were you planning on?
whichever one you are. Then I heard about this thing in Omni, about this meteor making all this heat, and it made a bunch of diamond dust. And that thing's the weather, and they died because of the weather. And then my teacher tells me about this other book by a guy named Backer.
And he said, slammed on his face, and he slid. Good.
And he said,
she said I should ride with you because it'd be good for you.
The boat is now floating. Everyone must be on the dock for the 1900-hour departure.
That's right there. Right, in a bit more. In toward the window. This is so we can see your face. That's bright though.
We'll try to tilt direction. Keep watching the fence.
Where's the goat?
That's okay though, because I don't mind that pause. Let's see one more time. Okay, so we're fine with this. So the next shot is you fix.
Yeah.
Let's. Cut. Print. Great. Good.
Walking tall. We always want tall, but Jet, the greatest.
How the hell someone gets in our way, someone don't feel so well.
Steady. Alfred. Look back now, Vic. Go. It sort of has a jungle forest primeval facade. I like this tree here. It's like a huge tuning fork. You hit it and it goes gong. Those trees are good, but this whole green area here just reminds me of California. See, that's why I like, for the long shot, the other tree looks like a tuning fork. Uh-huh. Because there's nothing like that in California. I'm shooting the picture every day. I'm finding a sort of a rhythm for Raiders, not so much from planning every shot and in my mind seeing how it rhythms out, but I'm sort of seeing it from the dailies and how I'm shooting each scene. Action! When the gun comes up, and when you hear the snap, you'll just drop the gun and hold the hand.
Stephen, there's no spoken word at this time, is there?
No, not here. Him back? That was overhand. I thought it was going to be underhand, actually, but the overhand looks better. He runs away. And as he runs, he just steps into the shot. Harrison ran out left or right, so we should be on this side. Oh, and it's also it's a run around Harrison. Then here's your path. Let me see how it looks. Can we follow Harrison?
Yeah, follow Harrison.
Let me see how it looks. Now what it needs, the smoothness needs to be here with the champagne. It's getting a little hooked up into the champagne thing. There seems to be some uncomfortable beats in the champagne.
Of course,
I felt quite at home on that.
he's hysterical with pleasure, of course, isn't he? I mean, it should...
No, I don't mind,
yeah,
I don't mind
yeah,
that. I just mean, the flow, there's a flow to the scene that seems to go over some jolts.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Right here. It seemed like it was almost a moment where you felt like closing, but you didn't. Maybe you should have.
Yes.
Let your head definitely make some sort of a slump. Yes, at that point. Try that again, Karen. Just as the head sort of slumps. Okay, now, all the money's exchanged there when the head goes down. You have to let one eye open and see it. We have to sell something here very important. We have to sell the fact that she's not succeeding, she's failing. The minute she passes out, then I want to hear a lot of, oh, like, oh, it's over, she lost, oh.
It's mainly you
and,
ladies.
Yes, oh, and then money goes through. Once you feel that money going and you snap right out of it, it would be nice for more of a, like, you suddenly...
Shake it off.
Yeah, it's like when you fall asleep in the middle of the day and you kind of like, it's a naughty out, and suddenly, whoa. Yeah, I mean, for that moment, it's like...
I know that.
You know that moment? It's like a 1,000-watt alertness. You're suddenly alive again, and you're not drunk, and then it settles in again. It becomes heavy.
Yeah.
If there were more opportunities, I'd be spending a lot more time, because I enjoy shooting like this. You know, I enjoy a little one-act play right in the middle of a movie, and you can have a little more fun with the drink. The last take did it perfectly.
Good.
Basically.
Good.
Do that line again.
I need one of the pieces your father.
Like that. On the way back, he punches in delivery uncollected.
I need one of the pieces your father collected.
I learned to hate you in the last 10 years.
I think that the turn away...
It's more humiliating. It's more like...
and then with the back you can see that there's anger there, but it's not turning around.
Not turning around. And sort of not
like
taking the punch like it's a dangerous, a damaging punch. It's just... It's a slap.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a slap with a clenched fist.
Yeah.
And he really is sorry. I mean, but it's all coming back to that moment. He really is sorry. What I'm trying to... It's coming back to him at this moment. What I'm trying to do, though, even though he's sorry, is not let the apology
not let him fall.
Bring down, suddenly put a pall of death over everything between them. That he's always every once in a while trying to get chummy with her again to maybe cheer her up some more. In your character right now, I'm just saying, put activity in your character right now, otherwise you're going to just stand there and cry. So I would just walk right past him and throw it all away, cleaning some of it up, you know. We have to leave this table filled with booze because this is a table that's going to eventually catch fire, and the alcohol fuels the flames.
Yeah, up here.
Yeah, that's good. This is even better. Yeah. Okay, on the corners. So it's real.
I was thinking like, it's like, here, let me do it. It's like you. Just, I don't know.
No. When you grab them, oh here, look. When you grab them, if you could just like grab them, and then
there's a surprise in it,
and then soften it.
Then I get the idea of what it's about.
With your fingertips.
At first I don't know.
You're so willing to go with your.
But when you grab me too softly, then I know what's coming.
Yeah.
But if you grab me hard, it's like a crisis. You're gonna hit me again.
Yeah.
It's an extra beat.
It's an extra beat there.
Well, let's get the real actors in and shoot it.
Bang, 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 bang. We have 20 in each, right?
No, what I've done is I've got 10 and 10 and 5 for your first take.
Great. Okay, so it's 10, 10, and 5.
Yes.
Show it to me again, and let me play the machine gun. I'll go pop, pop, pop. This is kids' play. I mean, today I shot my sort of first gunfight. This is my first real good guy versus bad guy shoot 'em up. Cut. Lovely. And so I just need an imaginary look to here, and then a smile as if, oh yes, my man, he paid off. I'm so smart. Give yourself credit for making him wait outside.
Steve does a great deal of homework when he does a picture, and he's very organized, and I think one of the main reasons that the film is going so well, and we are ahead of schedule at this point, is because Steve also has gained a great deal of technical knowledge on making movies, and he's made these kind of movies before. He knows what to anticipate. He knows how to make a production move.
That window's on fire. The table's on fire. This is burning. All this whole thing's burning here. Slate, Mark. Get out of it.
Terry, hang on. All right, get out of it, boys. Okay, Terry, I can come. Ready?
Action. Just so you can keep this in mind. You'll come back here for the chair when you'll see the guy with the gun on you. You actually walk into your own close-up. It looks great from this angle. I'll say bang, and that's when you let the blood go. And the minute the blood comes out, let the gun kind of drift out of your hand.
Go with the gun. Don't let the gun drop.
No, take the gun with you as you fall out.
All right.
Karen.
Money!
Let's get out of here.
Not without that piece. God damn it, Indy, you burned down my place.
God damn it, Indy, you burned down my place.
I saved your life.
I saved yours.
Until she comes up with that thing in my face. I don't know why she's doing this dance and the place is on fire and I'm not dragging her out.
Well, why don't you pull her?
Let's get out of here.
Someone on the piece!
And cut.
All right, man, you go.
In terms of getting Marion in here, she won't want to leave Indy. Indy has to physically put her in the car. And then he whips his two guys back. We should have guys up here digging. Here, guys in the foreground digging. First shot tomorrow will be the big dialogue scene between Bellick, Gobler, Toad comes in at the end, and Dietrich.
Come on.
And yes, and we'll do it shooting into the east, where all the wood is, where the camel, where the foot is. That'll all be a nice backlight, and we'll do a reverse shooting back into that wall, dolling with all the people.
Archaeology is not an exact science.
And Jonathan catches up with them and throws plates in their hands, and takes a single pot and starts ladling stuff in their plates, splashing all over their uniforms.
Vielen Dank, wir haben gerade gegessen.
Ja, was soll mit Essen? Wir wollen nicht essen, nein, wirklich. Wir haben gerade gegessen, danke. Verstehen Sie nicht?
Aber Kerl, bist du wahnsinnig? Essen wollen? Was ist? Spinnst du? Du Vollidiot! Geh doch weg! Ich bring dich du Schwein!
Good.
Los, Wasser! Wir haben Durst, jetzt bring doch mal Wasser, du verfluchter Hund!
My friend, what is the matter? I'm backing water, I should get it for you.
Keep walking this way.
Okay.
And you grab him, it's like, hey. Exactly, like that. Good, and that's what gets you out of there, is Solid takes the arm.
All right.
Do the grab again.
Sally, come here. Come, just remove his arm, very nice. Just remove his arm, very nice. Come in, no, grab him and talk. Say, we want some water.
Hey, man, what can I help you with, sir?
Yes, good. Yes, exactly. Okay, yeah, this is a new gag. A new gag. Now, where's my man? Where's my movie star? Yeah. He comes around here. Okay. You're eating here, right?
Yeah.
And you see the man who's hit you on the hand, beat you up in the tent, and these guys are yelling, Voster, Voster, you want Voster. You're eating, you're not looking up. When this man speaks here, when he speaks, you look up and you see him, and you get so mad you climb over the table to jump on him and knock these two guys off. So you'll go right onto the ground. Okay? Now, John Reese, when you say everything will be okay, you see him. He comes after you. Once you hit the ground, chase him. John, you'll run right over there.
I think what makes a good director more than anything else is just having a good imagination. You have a good imagination and a good story sense, and you like to tell stories. And you know a good story when you hear one. And you just know what entertains you, know what pleases you personally, and you think you can maybe turn around and project it onto a lot of other people.
Great. Terrific. Excellent. Really good. Very well. Worked wonderful. Just beautiful.
You know what I should do with you? Go through the whole storyboard. He stands up. The storm is exploding on all sides of him overhead. Big thunderclouds rolling over like you expect to see them open up and a hand come out and grab Harrison and shake him. Soundstage. Anyway, they start to pry it open. When they pry it open, the gases of the sentries escapes. And suddenly a smash of lightning hits and we see the jackal head for the first time. Sala does number 1 and number 2 in his pants at that point.
At the same time, it's important for special effects.
No, we'll tell them later. Indy with the torch looks over and he sees the ark for the first time. That's what we do today. Indy says, what's that gray stuff down there? And he throws the torch down because he can't quite see from where he is. And the camera pans with the torch. Pan, it falls down. And it lands right in the middle of Snake City, Cairo, Egypt. Indy, of course, silhouetted another big blast of lightning. And within the lightning, it's, oh my God, he reacts. Just crawling with little buggers.
Planning on the movie has been hectic and has been in a short period of time, but it has been done in such a fashion that we are really organized and we are anticipating all the, I mean, the real key here is to anticipate things. I mean, when you have storyboards and you have, the pre-planning is so important in the movie. If you don't go in prepared, you never catch up.
And my big problem in making movies is, especially an action picture, in a very fast-paced sequence, I'm trying to turn the page before I ever finish the shot. I've already shot that thing in my own head. The camera will actually follow you into the hole and down below. The wall's only important for the one look to see. I mean, he says we're going to that wall, the wall's solid. There's no way you can get, there's no way you feel any of you can get through that wall. So as far as you're concerned, the man's mad. But then he tops that by saying, and get ready to run no matter what happens to me.
Okay.
No, don't worry about the mechanics of it. Just worry about getting it to the peak of what we did before.
Okay.
Remember how it kept building?
Right.
And action. No, okay, it's got to be. Now, but you saw what Karen did was right. What you did was absolutely right. That's the timing of the shot. It's in and on the look we go. It's going to be very fast. Remember, hands come in. Not hands now. Hands come in. Remember, they make an entrance. Hands come out and then come in when I count to 3. Remember? Okay, rolling.
Straight.
Okay, more wind. Good. Karen, start. Action. Looking up, Karen. 1, 2, 3. Cut. Great. That is great. When you go into this next guy's arms and you split across, it's like you'll just take a swing. Now you're fighting, and you'll swing into Indy's arms and you'll just clobber him. Just hit him so just grab your arm. I like that. There's a big. It's hard to think when it's 120 degrees right here in your head. Harrison Indiana Jones has to get hold of the airplane in order, because they're about to put the Ark of the Covenant, which is in a big crate. The Germans have recaptured it. They're about to put it on the plane and headed for Cairo and then transfer it to Berlin. So Indy's going to head off the airplane, knock out the pilot, and take over the plane before the Ark gets there. And now the camera's here, the story will have to be told a little later. You just walk from right here. I want to follow Pat just go ahead, like this. We just follow Pat in. You almost sit down and go, oh, hey. That's what I was doing with the slide. Yeah. It's almost if you just even say to him, if you just say, oh, look, come on. And then, all right. I mean, the intention is you have to fight him. He's standing there challenging you. Boom.
Okay.
Right there.
Right.
And then it's like, it's boom, 1, 2, boom.
Okay, right.
Can there be a 2 beat?
Yes, I can.
Boom, 1 1000, 2 1000, boom. You'll come out of the tent, and whatever gymnastics you want to perform, spinning the horse around, hitting guys with the horse to go flying out of the way, and this shot where the Germans stop you and then heading down the track, that'll be one cut. I just need Harrison for a damn close-up. Right, I just got to see it's him on the horse, coming out, where he just emerges from the shadow to the sunlight. We see him for a moment, and then we'll cut back to the wider angle, and you can take over.
Now from this, I'll get a point of view of the truck racing towards us, so we can cut from this to their point of view a little bit. Now the rear car comes up and starts to try to jog in his position, so he can get into a firing position.
He steps back, 1, 2 steps. As you guys in step, walk forward. So walk forward, 1, 2, and 3. One more step. One more step. Yeah, I think it would take 2.5 steps, right. And then reach under the lid. Are the hinges off now? No. They're not, okay. Well, you'll reach under the lid on the day, and you'll pull very heavy. There's nothing in here, so the minute it's nothing in there, I would just come to your feet to almost want to kill the guy and just stare him down. I'm playing this by ear almost. Right. Boom. And then, exactly, you can take 1 step back, not afraid of him, but you start to hear a rumble. Bellick starts to hear a rumble coming from the Ark. He starts to hear a sound, and he takes a step back, and then Dietrich hears the sound, almost like Old Faithful about to erupt, and then Tote immediately goes back to the wall. And the rumble increases, the hum increases, and then the next phase of the effect occurs, which is where a rather gaseous, a bluish-green gaseous veil spills from the Ark and starts to crawl down the steps. Bloody effect, but with lightning instead of a bullet. Give me some impact, you know? Give me some impact. And then when you come down to crumble down like this, a little shaking, you know, like you're on fire, like as if you're being electrocuted.
Give us 3 chairs up here.
But you gotta make sure that you don't act so much that light swings out and we see it. The sillier it looks, the more effective it will look on the screen, especially when we have 40,000 sort of, you know, God-sent bolts through your body. So it's like a little dance, you know, it's the dance of the burning roach. Yeah, but that's moving around too much, you see? You just want to do that, but in the same place. What would be terrific would be to cut to Harrison and Karen against the plate. So let's try that once at full performance level. Now for action. And here we go on the count. Ready?
It was a lot of fun seeing Stephen work on the set because he's used to working with a huge crew. And when you're down to it, a lot of times when you have big set pieces like that, a lot of action, he's really able to adjust. And if he has an idea, to hold it, grab onto it, and create something even better. But he never loses sight of the film. Never loses sight of his story, never loses sight of his actors, characters in the scene. And it's just fascinating watching how fast he can work and how facile his mind is. It's really something to behold. I mean, he's extraordinary in that way.
So they put the machine on his chest and they're going to give him a shock to try to make him come back. And when they give him the shock, it's very loud and it makes you jump and cry even more. And they're putting it on his chest now, and he presses the button, and it goes, POW!
Cake or apple? Okay, you like them fight with that?
Wipe the doll's face too.
Thank you. Okay.
And then, after touching the heart, E.T. is going to put his hands on your shoulders. And he's going to bring you in for a hug. And you'll hug this side of E.T. You'll have his hand on this side, and you'll just hug for a while. Or just have you hugging for a while. And then you'll separate, and E.T. will point right to your forehead, right between your eyes. And he says, right here. He says, I'll be right here. And you'll reach out your hand, you just sort of touch his cheek. And he has a little tear in his eye. Just pretend there's a tear, then you'll wipe a tear away from E.T.'s face. And we'll play it that way. Okay? Real softly and gently, and no rush. Sure. Okay, so just walk over and think about it for a while, okay? Just be by yourself for a few minutes. Go ahead, Henry, get right in there. Just like that. Perfect, Henry. And can you look up? I mean, I want to see your eyes when you're in the embrace. Go ahead, a real embrace. Let me see you really hug. That's perfect, Henry. I love that. With your chin resting on E.T. Okay. And if you want to, you can look up with your eyes. Okay. Not, yeah, but you'll be crying, and you can be just looking over at your mom. See where your mom is over there? That's the place to look. Not too far there, Henry. That's perfect. Now, where are you looking, Henry? At the what? Okay, that's where I want you to see for your mom. And the spaceship, Henry. Look right at that door of the spaceship. That's great for the spaceship, Henry. Perfect. Very nice. Okay. And whatever you do will be good when you do it, but just to know that I want to change when that light hits you. And when the light goes off, you can slowly open your eyes and his hand comes down. Okay. All right. I guess this is goodbye. I guess this is everything. Thank you very much for thank you for saving my life.
Animal lover? Reading that page. Yeah, come on in a little bit. Look. Oh, that's good. So we'll be higher, but this is good.
We got sandbag.
Oh, this is really good. You know something? There's nothing wrong with being down here. I don't think we have to be truly up looking down. This is kind of nice here.
Tom's about pointing the cops. You'll back up. You'll back up.
PFG.
And cut. Very nice.
Fire. I'd be back a little further to see this. But I see her and I see the eye looking through. And then after that, she'll just peek around the corner.
Sound! Hi.
The one for this camera, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, so actually, and then
Your Majesty.
Please, BFG, start.
And cut. Good.
Okay. No rising. Keep rising.
Right up here, guys, where my hand is.
Yes.
And cut.
We've cut.
Like that. That's better.
That's
Sarah.
it, Stephen.
That's where you need to be.
That's it.
Okay, let's shoot this. Don't anybody move.
Don't touch the projector.
Come on, Dad.
Sammy, your hand.
You're doing good.
Hand, left hand, slowly. Left. Keep walking backwards and stop.
Stop.
Good. That's how we'll do it. Good. Now, I want a professional to do this now.
What's the accent on? Look at me. Look at me. Is it anyone that yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Yeah. So we'll be like this, low. We should go over my shoulder. Wait, not yet. Don't lean it yet. Sammy. Great day, man.
Hey, thank you so much.
Hey guys,
Appreciate it, sir.
Yes.
Thank you. I was nervous, so I'm glad it went well.
And cut. Beautiful. That was good. Fableman!
Okay.
You want 3 or you want 2?
Three.
Okay.
You spotted him, you announced it.
I wanted everybody to feel there was a real sense of authenticity on the set. And I was constantly saying to myself, get these words, get that performance, get it in the best way you know how, but let them cast the giant shadows.